was December time on the model railway. All the engines were enjoying themselves, all but one. Crimson had never liked the Christmas rush. Every year he had to sit in the yard and shunt. Why do I never get to pull any Christmas specials? Thomas pulls Christmas specials and his motor doesn't even work properly. Well, if the London Diesel shunted in our yard, they'd lose everything. Fair point, but Thomas would be better at shunting than I am, so why is it always me? Who knows, maybe you have a special job waiting for you. Highly unlikely. Oh, also, can you tell the others the news from control? Sure, what is it? Well, the control says the London Diesels have lost our spare parts order, again. Well, that sucks. I was hoping to get my safety valve fixed, but I guess I'll have to wait. Suddenly, the guards whistled blue and Percy set off for the orchard. Trevor worked at the orchard, helping the vicar with any tasks, and was a friendly face to all the engines. Percy was resting after delivering some trucks, and Trevor came to see what was up. Crimson King always grumbles at Christmas time. It always seems to be during the rush, not before or after. Percy, you know why he grumbles? Most of it, sitting in the yard all day every day for a month, must be boring. Suddenly, they both heard shouting in the distance before the vicar ran up. Good, I caught you, Percy. Could you collect my supply train from the junction? Sure, it'll be no problem. So, while you're in town, got a call about the supply train. Apparently. What do you mean they've lost everything but the singers? Exactly that. We'll have to come back later. Oh well, as long as it arrives before the 24th. Percy was travelling well. The driver noticed his pressure was building up. Pressure's a bit high, bud, be careful. Will do, driver, will do. Suddenly, there was a hissing noise and Percy's driver slammed on the brakes. He had pulled up to the orchard with some apple cutting supplies for the vicar, and then Trevor came up to him. Good, Crimson, you're here. Could you collect Percy? He's broken down. I suppose I can. Thank you. Soon, Crimson had arrived at the junction, and he found Percy cleared of the points that led to the London main line. What happened to you? My safety valve broke, but luckily I haven't exploded thanks to my driver. Well, let's get you home. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Crimson, are you okay? You don't sound like you're angry with the Christmas rush like you usually are. Well, on my way here, I was told I may be covering for Thomas, so I may actually get to stretch my wheels for once. Well, good for you. He was stuck in the workshed for a while, as the new order of parts hadn't been found yet. Surprisingly, Thomas and Percy's work had both been shared between the two tender engines, with only a few being handed to Crimson. Anywhere Crimson would go, you'd see the tender engines pulling more than they normally would. This made Crimson feel left out, and he could grumble again. But the vicar had different plans on filling in. It was the midday of the 24th, and Crimson had just turned around on the turntable when the vicar came up with an important request. Crimson, how would you like to fill in for Thomas and collect the rest of my Christmas supplies? Me? Really? Why not James or St. Patrick? I asked for them to cover most of the other work, so you'd be free to collect the train. I'd hoped for Thomas to cover the train, but he's having firebox troubles. Within a second, Crimson had sped off. Once Crimson had left, the vicar had turned and looked at Percy, and gave a big smile back. Crimson had just arrived at the junction and was filling up with water when his crew were checking the train. I don't trust that couple one bit. It'll hold until the orchard. Come on, we have to leave soon. And the two headed towards Crimson to get ready before the long journey. They had soon left and were travelling well. Crimson was enjoying himself and liking the chance to board a special train. Suddenly, there was a snap. Crimson's crew looked back and noticed all the train had snapped away. It soon came to a stop and to inspect what happened. What's happened? We were going so well. The coupler broke. We'll have to wait for another engine. Wait, don't we have rope in my cab? We do, but the whole hook is broken off. Not the chains, so we can't chain them back together or hook them back together. Remember that story Percy told us about from the old days? Yes, I remember. Why don't we do that? It'll hold temporarily until we make it to the orchard, and it'll save James and St. Patrick a whole journey. His crew agreed and set off to work, attaching the rope around the buffers of one of the wagons and hooking up the other side. It seemed to work, and they set off once more and headed towards the orchard. Every time they had to stop, the guard would check the rope and adjust it to make sure it didn't break away from the train. Crimson soon arrived at the orchard, tired but unbeaten. While he sat inside it, Percy called after him. "So, how was your first Christmas train?" "Amazing, but next time I'd hope the London diesels don't break the couplers." The two chuckled before the carolers could be heard singing in the shed.